Welcome back, YouTube, to Jermaine's Zone. I'm your host, Jermaine, and today we're jumping right back into a Frightening Friday movie, Idle Hands. Now, this film came out in 1999. I was 9 years old, and I can tell you, I didn't get a lot of the jokes that would happen at the time due to the fact that it's a stoner comedy. This movie all the way through. But anyway, this film features Seth Green, Jessica Alba, Vivica Fox, Devon Sawa, I hope I said that right, and Eldon Henson. And it follows Devon Sawa's character, Anton, as he goes through his life trying to find his way. He really has nothing on his mind. This is the whole idea of idle hands. He's constantly smoking. That's his whole life. Focus on smoking and getting off. But he wants something. He really wants Molly, who is played by Jessica Alba. I can understand why he wanted Molly. But he finds out that he might be part of this big murder that's going around. Not just around town, but around multiple states, where bodies just keeps on coming up. And he discovers that his mom and dad has been killed. And he didn't know how this happened, even though he was in the house. So he goes reach out to his friend, Mick and P-Nub, I think that's his name, and try to figure this thing out. But he discovers the blood that his dad left on the ground symboled that it was Anton this whole time. And that's because his hand has been possessed. Anton goes on and kills his friends, and he doesn't try to, but he ends up doing it, wiping them out. And now you go on this adventure of him trying to stop himself. Even though his friends are dead, they come back as zombies and tries to help him out. But also at the same time, since it's a stoner comedy, they kind of make things worse in the process. Now, I'm gonna have to say, this movie, watching it again after all these years, it's not really that funny. I thought it was intriguing at the time when it first came out, but it's not really now. Like, I can tell they really made it for people to be high. You have to be high to really watch this film, unless you're looking at Jessica Alba. And if you're looking at her and her body, then yeah. Now, her dance moves, it's funny when you watch the dance moves in this film and then watch the dance moves in the movie Honey that came out in 2003. You can see a big change, real big change. But outside of that, like, other side characters like Vivica Fox character, who played the character Debbie, who's hunting down this hand that's constantly possessing other people's hand to do all this murder, she didn't really hold a lot of weight to the story. You know, she even ends up getting with this guy named Randy, who's supposed to help Anton out with this whole hand situation. Because eventually, yeah, Anton just finds out that I need to just cut off my hand because it won't stop. But that only made the situation worse, because now the hand is like, I'm going after Molly. Because he ends up getting Molly in the easiest way possible.
I'm impressed. I never would have thought you'd have the balls to just grab me like that.
I've never seen that in a film where, like, someone usually goes through trials and tribulations to get what they want. But it was so easy for him to get Molly to go with him to the Halloween party. And this whole Halloween party, yeah, it was live, it was going on for the time. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it have longevity when it comes down to this film. We got to see a little bit more of Jessica Alba's body, you know, which is always a nice thing to see, you know. But even at the end, I felt like it really missed the mark. It was building up to teach a lesson too. Even though it was comedy, it was teaching a lesson about keeping yourself busy. You know, idle hands is a devil's playground. But at the same time, even though Anton figured this out and said that he was about to make a change,
That I mean, all I do is I sit around all day, I veg out, I watch TV, I smoke pot. No.
He decided to do the same thing he's been doing at the beginning of the movie. And for him to stop the hand, he had to smoke some weed from from a tube that he found in the auto shop and blow it into this puppet, which the hand was using to try to crush Molly. And that saved the day. So at the end of the day, it's like, what's the lesson that we're trying to get across here? You know, I know you're supposed to be funny, but I don't even think you really hit the mark with even the laughs. You know, Seth Green, we've seen him in other movies where he's funny and stuff, and it really missed the mark. I think I chuckled once throughout the movie, so it kind of missed the mark there. And with that being said, I gave this film a 1 out of 5. It's a movie that's made. Watching it again, it's really not gonna uplift you like, hey, I gotta watch this film and stuff. Oh, I gotta check this out. Shoot, I wouldn't even tell people to check this out if they were weed heads. I don't think I would do it. And that is gonna be my conclusion for this Frightening Friday. You know, I'm just gonna start it off lightly with some more comedy type scary films. But once we can hit October, we get into the hardcore stuff. But yeah, I've been your host, Jermon, and I hope to see you next time on the next movie review. But until that time, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, because we got more content coming your way.
Idle hands are the devil's playground.
Keep my hands busy.